let's talk about disappointment. So I'm starting a series called Holy Girl Diaries, basically where I'm going to talk more about my life, things that I'm going through, how I'm navigating them as a Christian, because there's so many things we all go through, but we're just so quiet about it because we don't want people, quote unquote, in our business, or, we're just embarrassed to be open and real about certain things that we struggle and go through. That being said, I've recently found myself being low-key upset with God. I feel like I have sacrificed so much and I feel like I've gone nowhere, and that is extremely disappointing. The Lord is constantly stripping me, and it's of course for my good, but every time I'm going through this process, I am forced to just kind of remember where I thought I would be versus where I'm actually at. I'm 24 and I thought I would be married by now. I thought I would be working at my dream career. I honestly didn't think I would still be in Florida, baby. I thought I would be out this state, but that's not the case. I'm not married. I'm still working in a career field I don't care for, and I'm still living in Florida. And I actually don't think I'm probably going to ever move from Florida at this point. And the reason why this sucks is because when I first got saved, the Lord downloaded so much into my heart. I never used to desire these things, and I forgot to mention even this desire of ministry. But it wasn't until I got saved to where the Lord kind of just downloaded all of these things into my heart. From that moment, I knew that these things came with weight, which meant that the Lord was going to take me through a process to make me a wife, to make me a good worker, to make me a good daughter in ministry. But I didn't know the process was going to be so long, okay? And that can be very hard to swallow, especially when I feel like I've been stripped and I look at people around me. I'm not talking about people on social media. I don't care about people on social media. I'm talking about people in my family, people who I know, people who I'm friends with, right? And I'm like, I see what the Lord is doing for you. I don't know why he's not doing it for me. It makes me feel insecure. It makes me feel like, dang, I might not just be actually learning the lesson if the process is so long. One of my biggest wrestles with the Lord is allowing people into my life. Now, I definitely have a foothold in this and I have to chill. This is what I mean by that. It's mainly concerning relationships, which I'm going to go deeper into this topic in my next video. And it's not just romantic, it's literally just with people, friends, co-workers, things of that nature. My main issue is receiving what I am not and what's not going to be a good fit for me. And so it's I'm the light and all these people are the moth and they keep coming to me, but they're not the right one. And in the moment I actually want someone, I'm like, ooh, I want him, Lord. It's a dead end. And I'm like, what are we doing? Where is my husband? So now that brings me more insecurity because I'm like, I believe I'm this type of woman, but maybe I'm not. Which brings me into now telling you what I believe the Lord has been speaking to me about what I just ranted to you about. God had to remind me that I am the light of the world. And so those who are in darkness are always going to be attracted to light, especially when it's something they have been craving, but they haven't been able to find. And so instead of me being insecure about it, I should be encouraged by it. And the reason why I'm struggling with this so much is because I give people too much access to me. And my sister had to open my eyes to this. With that being said, when it concerns a person not seeing me who I wanted, it's literally God answering my prayer. 2 years ago, I prayed and I asked the Lord to blind the eyes of those who are not for me. Speaking of men, of course. And I was thinking that God was going to blind every man. I didn't want nobody coming my way if you weren't my husband, right? But God didn't do that. What I believe he is doing and what he has done is he has blinded the men who I would be attracted to. In order for us to court, I have to be attracted to you physically, spiritually, and personality-wise. And because God knows this, he's not going to send me someone who I'm attracted to, but they aren't my husband. It is literally just a protection mechanism. He's protecting me from me so I won't screw it up and to just wait for the person he genuinely has in store for me. Now, when it concerns what I spoke about in the beginning, I don't have an answer for that. I can think about David, I can think of Joseph, my favorite person in the Bible, but at the end of the day, I don't know why I'm not necessarily walking in the promises that God has for me right now. And that's okay. It's something I'm waiting for the Holy Spirit to reveal to me, but it is still disappointing.